Good morning. This is the day the Lord has made, so let us rejoice and be glad in it. I am Pastor Marianne Kellenbach, pastor at Living Faith Church, which is located in the community that's called Tradition in the city of Port St. Lucie in the state of Florida. And today is Saturday. It's Saturday. It is Saturday, April the 2nd in the year 2022. And we are closing out the fourth week in the season of Lent. And if it's Saturday, that means that it is contemplative prayer or centering prayer day. We've been practicing this together for 2 years. Every Saturday, we take the time to listen for what God is laying on our hearts. Conversation with Jesus is what we call prayer. And many times that conversation tends to be a one-way street where we do all the talking. Well, here we're not talking. We are listening. We are allowing time and space to hear what God has to say and to lay on our hearts. And so this is a tough form of prayer. We do it for 4 minutes. I'm going to open us up with some scripture this week, and I'm going to close us with scripture. And you have 4 minutes of being still and listening for what God is saying. Now, this can be very challenging and very difficult because our minds are not used to being quiet and listening with our heart. Our minds are very much used to being busy, filled with things. Where am I going? What am I doing? Remember to do this, or whatever the case may be. And so we will tend to wander. Well, when that happens, we will pre-select a word, which we'll do now, that when you say this word, the purpose of it is to snap you out of wherever you went and come back to the present. It's not a word for you to dwell on, just to help you snap out of wherever you went, whether it was, oh gosh, I have to remember to pick this up at the grocery store. Just snap you right out of that thought and bring you back into the listening mode. So for me, this week, my word is prodigal. It is definitely prodigal. So whatever word you're going to use, select that word now. We always begin our time together with 3 clearing or cleansing breaths just to help us settle into the space and to prepare ourselves for listening. So we will breathe in and out through our nose, in through our nose, out through our mouth. Sorry about that. 3 times. So let's begin. Clearing breath number 1. In through your nose, out through your mouth. 2. 3. Now settle into your space and hear this from the Psalms. Psalm 139. Lord, you have probed me. You know me. You know when I sit. You know when I stand. You understand my thoughts from afar. You sift through my travels and my rest. With all my ways, you are familiar. Even before a word is on my tongue, Lord, you know it all. Behind and before you encircle me and rest your hand upon me. 1 Corinthians. We have not received the spirit of the world, but the Spirit that is from God, so that we may understand the things freely given us by God. I invite you now to open your eyes. Whatever it is that God laid on your heart, share that with someone. You feel free to share it with me through Facebook, or you can share it with me through email, pastormarianne@gmail.com. Jot it down, journal it, dwell on it. And if you even want to and feel up to it, take a walk out in nature if you're able to do that. And just contemplate and dwell on and ponder what the Lord has laid on your heart. And I will see you back here tomorrow for worship on Sunday, April the 3rd, as we begin the 5th and final week in the season of Lent. See you tomorrow.